Hey everybody, and welcome once again to Ancient Ways for Modern Days. My name is Mike Freeman, and today we're going to look at a short passage in 1 Timothy chapter 5. And this is one of the passages that I think is so helpful for believers as we're thinking through what does it look like to interact with each other. You know, give me some practical pictures. Help me understand how to interact with people that are older or people that are younger. Sometimes as believers, we're looking for that little bit of extra help in clarity. In this text, what you're going to see, it brings a lot of clarity. Paul, again, writing to Timothy, he says here this, he says, "Do not rebuke an older man, but encourage him as you would a father. Younger men as brothers, older women as mothers, younger women as sisters, in all purity." Now, in this text, you have just a handful of instructions that serve today as our ancient way for our modern day. And I think that at least one of these instructions might meet you in a relationship that you have right now. I think about your relationships in the church family. Sometimes they can be complicated. Sometimes they can be a little uncertain. Well, here's where we begin. The Apostle Paul writes to Timothy, he says, "Do not rebuke an older man, but encourage him as you would a father." This is the idea of come alongside and strengthen him as you would a father. In this, there's a sense that instead of shaming someone who's older, maybe Timothy knows something that an older man does not know. Instead of sharing this in a way that would embarrass the older man or dishonor the older man, Paul instructs Timothy to come alongside him and strengthen him as you would a father. Here's what he teaches. He says, when we're interacting with men who are older in the church, we should treat them as a father. Now, this is to treat a father with respect, to show honor, to have a sense of deference. That is the picture that he has here. And then he says, younger men as brothers. Now, if someone's your age or if someone's a younger man, if you're a younger person, it says treat them as a brother. This is an idea of this familial loyalty, this partnership together. As brothers, you should really kind of understand life working side by side as we help each other in the things that we've been called to do. And so this is how you interact with a brother. Now, gals, same thing. You have there's a younger man around you, treat him as you would a brother. And then it says older women as mothers. Just like you are to treat someone who is older, that's a man, as a father, you and I, as believers, we are to treat older women as if they're our moms. Again, this is the idea that we show them a sense of respect. We honor them. We honor the care that they show. We have a sense of loyalty to them. This is a picture of treating an older woman as a mother. And then it says younger women as sisters in all purity. So here's what it says. It says, okay, now if you are interacting with someone who's more your age or a younger person, it says you are to treat them as a sister. And then this is interesting. It gives it a qualifier. It says in all purity. You know, years ago, I heard this text taught, and it was taught within the context of someone saying, you know, if I'm dating someone, how far is too far physically? And I think this text gives some freedom and some clarity. Because oftentimes, those who are dating, especially younger folks, they're always thinking, how far can I push this without sinning? Instead, this text meets us and says, you know, we should actually treat those who are, if you're a man, those who are female in the faith, if your girlfriend, you should treat her with all purity. You should treat her as your sister. This reminds us that some of those physical lines that we are so eager to cross in our 21st century American culture, where the sexual revolution has just, it's been a wave that has washed over us. We need to remember to slow this down. The Bible expects sexual activity to happen only within the confines of marriage. The idea of romance and romancing someone and even pursuing them physically, there are some lines that we need to be careful not to cross until marriage. Now, I don't want to teach this with a strong legalistic bent, but I want to point out the wisdom in the scripture, in purity, in the kind of relationships we develop. Now, this is one relationship in this text, these two verses that really say, hey, when it comes to relationships in the church, they're familial. The church is meant to be this gathering of people who call upon Christ, and we treat each other like family. So this leaves me to encourage you to make sure you're part of the church. Make sure that you're part of the church, not in the sense that you go there and you attend a worship service and you check the box and you leave, but rather make sure you're part of a church community, that you are known and that you know those around you, that you have people that you treat as a father and as a mother, as a brother and as a sister. This is what it looks like to be part of the church, and this is our ancient way for our modern day.